Welcome to this month's edition of the Responsibility Roundup. In these videos, we highlight industry leaders who demonstrate great responsibility in the fields that they've chosen. We identify these community members in the industries they work on based on the responsibility theme of the month. January's theme is responsibility in health. And today, we are lucky to meet with Dr. Brian Trapnell in Utah, who will be interviewing and asking him a couple of questions on oral health responsibility. Hi, Dr. Brian Trapnell.
And thank you for letting me visit with you. I'm excited to be here.
Thanks for coming. So we understand that you've been in orthodontics for several years.
A couple, 20.
20 years, wow. One of the questions we wanted to ask you, based on your interest in your 20 plus years in the field, is how does orthodontics relate to personal health?
So for me, being an orthodontist is extremely rewarding to help people feel better about themselves, to enjoy their smile, and when it looks good, it's also usually pretty healthy. So those two correlate very, very well.
Okay, all right. So could you give us a story or an example of someone that you know of that made a difference in their life?
So I have a patient that I wanted to tell you about. They came into the office, and this patient actually was brought in by someone that wanted to help. This patient did not have any confidence. Their teeth had been crooked for quite a while. To watch that smile just morph into something very beautiful and watch her morph into something beautiful was just a wonderful experience. And to tie that to responsibility, I think that for me, it's something that I feel responsible to do for my community, for my patients. I feel responsibility to make sure that I'm the best doctor that I can be, that I help them, and that I do every effort that I can to give them the smile that they're desiring, that they're wanting. And it also takes responsibility for my patients. And it's a great thing for younger patients to learn responsibility. If you don't brush your teeth and take care of your smile, it doesn't get as straight as you'd like it to. The teeth aren't as healthy as you'd like them to be. And so on a very basic level, the patients can learn responsibility for making their appointments and not breaking things. And so responsibility is a very important theme. When I had learned about the foundation for responsibility, it was something that I was very excited about, and something that I really wanted to support. It's a unique concept. Liberty on one hand and responsibility on the other. Those two together are what make it work. You can't have one without the other.
The question that I'd ask you next is what gets you excited about the Statue of Responsibility, about the project, seeing how those two come together and how you can play a part in that?
You know, it's such an appropriate question for me today because last weekend I was in New York and I was able to go to the Statue of Liberty and show my daughters and feel proud to be an American and to teach them about the history of our relationship with France and the gift that they gave us and the help with our American Revolution and how the responsibility of another generation before us made the difference for us to have our freedom. And so I think the responsibility ties into that with understanding that without liberty, without responsibility, you can't have liberty. So I get excited about the Statue of Responsibility when I think of the Statue of Liberty on the East Coast and how we can tie that into responsibility on the West Coast, and then the two together helping, offsetting each other. It's a powerful theme. It's a strong theme, and it's a needed theme for our younger generation, for all of us, really.
Is there anything else you'd like to talk about as far as responsibility and the role it's played in your practice today?
The first thing that comes to my mind is the gratitude that I have for my parents in teaching me personal responsibility. There's no way I could have been able to go to school and college, dental school, orthodontic training, residency to be an orthodontist without being taught that from my parents.
If there's people out there that want to know more about your practice, where do they go to find the information to contact you?
Our website is trapnellorthodontics.com.
We really appreciate your support. We appreciate your your example of responsibility. Audio Jungle.